Hey soul family, welcome back to the channel. This is the White Feather Tarot, and in today's reading we're taking a look at your future self's message, letting you know about something that they wish you would do now. Can't wait to get into your reading. If you prefer to pick your piles using your zodiac signs, you will find a timestamp for that down in the description box. But of course, if you prefer to pick your piles using your intuition, then today you can pick your pile using the Queen of Cups on top of each deck, or of course using your crystals. Let me introduce each pile to you. So for pile number 1, this is your Queen of Cups, and this is your crystal, the beautiful rose quartz. For pile number 2, this is your Queen of Cups, and this is your crystal, the green grass Jasper. For pile number 3, this is you. Oops, I forgot to put it the other way around so you're not distracted by the other cards. This is your beautiful Queen of Cups, and this is your crystal, the Lapis Lazuli. So take a look at which one of these 3 queens or 3 crystals you're the most drawn to, and this will be the pile for you here today. In case you feel drawn to more than one pile, maybe even all of the piles, trust your intuition. It's guiding you to the messages that you're meant to hear about. In today's reading, these messages are from your future self, telling you about the things they know and wish you would know about now and do now. So perhaps if you're drawn to several piles, you'll either hear about several things that your future self wants you to know now urgently, or perhaps it's the same thing but you'll understand more about it as you listen to the different piles. And once you're ready, you'll find the timestamps down in the description box. Click on your times, which will take you straight to your reading. And please note that in a moment I am about to assign different zodiac signs to each pile, and so if this is something that you do not prefer, please pause the video and take as much time as you need. But if you prefer to pick your piles using your signs, then my dear soul family, this part of the introduction was created specifically for you guys so you can do just that. And in a moment after the shuffling, I will be drawing out 4 signs for each pile. All right, let's get straight into it. We've got our first 4 signs. So for pile 1, the signs are Sagittarius, Cancer, Taurus, as well as Virgo. For pile number 2, the signs are Aquarius, Capricorn, Pisces, as well as Leo. And for pile number 3, the signs are Libra, Aries, Gemini, as well as Scorpio. So, my dear soul family, these are the signs and their association to each of the piles in today's reading. Please feel free to pick your pile or piles using your sun, moon, or rising. I, of course, highly recommend you check out the 3. Alternatively, if you prefer to pick your pile or piles using other placements in your chart, feel free to do that. These are just different ways presented to you to make your readings more enjoyable. These are suggestions, but at the end of the day, what works for you is the right way. And once you're ready, you'll find the timestamps down in the description box. Click on your times and I will see you in your readings. Hi, pile number 1. Welcome to your reading. Today we're taking a look at your future self's message about something that they wished you would do now. To do this reading, these are the decks that I'll be using. If you're interested in knowing the names of any of them, you'll find that I always list them down in the description box for you guys. I also feel this one. So oh, these are 3. Wow, okay. So I'm gonna take them. Very quickly, let me introduce your pile to you. Your crystal is the beautiful rose quartz, and if you've picked your pile using your zodiac signs, then in that case, the signs for this pile are Sagittarius, Cancer, Taurus, and Virgo. Welcome to your reading. If these are not your signs, please don't worry about it. It's just another way for others to pick their piles as well. Okay, so let's check out your oracle cards first. I'm so curious about what your future selves would be telling you today. So you've got the sign Cancer with the caretaker. They want you to take care of something. Right, nurturing, emotional depth, loyalty, and so on. You've got Pluto with the keyword renewal. Okay, so it looks like they want you to take care of something by perhaps renewing your intentions towards them, maybe. So it says evolution, transformation, right? This is all Pluto, beginnings, Scorpio, beginnings and endings, rebirth, turbulence, destruction, hidden power, core truths, intensity, highs and lows. Okay? And you've got the moon with emotions. Do they want you for you to take care of your emotions, perhaps? Because there's an element of emotions throughout the 3 cards. But we're going to wait and see. You know, the moon is moods, intuition, personal needs. The sign Cancer, you see, it's element. The unconscious, comfort, feelings, family, home, reflecting yin and femininity. All right, you've got the card Water Sheep with wait and listen. All right. Is it talking about listening to your intuition, listening to your emotions, maybe? Listen to yourself? Let's see. So this card, this is a card from an Alice deck, and it says never jam today. So promises that never come to be. Empty words. You're maybe not keeping a promise to yourself, and it's going to turn out to be so important. For some of you, this could be I just got a hit with something. Like, let's say you are forgiving the wrong type of people, like forgiving an ex or forgiving a friend, forgiving someone who's done you wrong, for example. And when you talk, then you forget that promise to yourself. So that could be an energy. Your future self is saying, please listen to your intuition. Take care of yourself. Put yourself first. Don't give yourself promises and forget about them when it's time to apply them. You are giving this promise to yourself because you know it means something so important to you. I keep trying to create space for this one. It's not going to work, so let's keep it here. So promises that never come to be, empty words, not living in the now, okay? And you've got new life. I mean, the message is clear. I'm just gonna wait for the context, however. Can I place this one here? Hold on, let me organize this and I'll be back. Right, that was actually easy. Okay, I think you can see your cards here. Right, so let's now pull out your tarot cards so that we get a complete idea of exactly what your future is trying to maybe warn you against, or what does your future self want you to do. So you've got the Devil card. Some form of energy has a grasp on you. And you know, the Devil card could be things like an addiction, something you're emotionally attached to, or a habit that you are attached to. Let's pull these out for now, and then we can always come back and pull some more. You've got the Nine of Wands, the Page of Cups. That's in like a pharmacy or an apothecary. Right, you've got the Knight of Wands. So there it's definitely talking about focusing on healing. Knight of Wands, so that you... okay, hold on. You've got the Three of Cups. And the Page of Swords. I can't help but notice the amount of being firm about something that your future self is talking to you about. Like to start applying discipline in something, in an area where you feel it's out of control. It keeps pulling you back to a place that you don't want to go. It feels good in the moment, of course, but then later on it feels so bad. That's the reality of all bad habits in general. They give a relief in the moment. Like, for example, having a long, like not doing anything, and instead of doing what we need to do, constantly like not getting up and doing what we need to do when it's time for it. It could feel great in the moment, but then it makes you feel bad later on because you don't have a grasp over your life. Or maybe like exactly that, jams, sweets, maybe any sort of also junk food could be very comforting in the moment, but in the long run hurts our health. That's what I'm picking up. Also things like forgiving people, or getting back with an ex, saying I'm not gonna do that again, and finding that your emotions at some point having a grasp on you. I'm seeing your future self saying, please don't do that. Stay disciplined. Believe me, I'm coming from the future, and you've got a great shot with the New Life card to renew this energy. So your future coming from far in the future, from a point where your future self wished they had a new chance. And your future self is saying, give it a new shot while you have the capabilities and everything that you need to give it that new shot. Choose yourself. Choose the good habits. Choose to not follow your emotions that are obvious, because there's a lot of emotions here. Remember, it's the first thing I noticed. These are 4 big cards. This is like a huge pool of emotions. Even the sign Cancer is here. Emotions. And emotions can be wonderful if we are the ones driving. But when our emotions are driving us, then it can become pretty, I would say, dangerous, right? Like we don't have a grasp over ourselves. So here with the unicorn, your future self is saying, looking back, I realize what a unique situation you're in. So unique means things like, maybe if we're talking about the wrong food or unhealthy food, then maybe you are very lucky with your genetics, right? And your body can help you heal quickly. Maybe this is smoking as well, anything like that. You're very lucky because your health at this point where your future self is talking to you now, as you're listening to this now, you're in a very lucky and unique situation. And so if you do the necessary things with the Page of Cups here, the apothecary, I feel like your future self is saying, you know the remedy, you just want to be disciplined to follow it and to... Nine of Wands is go to cold turkey, because the Nine of Wands is the wounded warrior. It means that they are wounded, but they still stand there strong. The Nine of Wands is like a block. And so this is a complete block from something. Like, don't even entertain it. That's how you give yourself a chance at a new life. This is your future self telling you, please go cold turkey. That's the real key for healing. It's like, don't go back and forth with this issue. Go cold turkey. Going cold turkey perhaps will allow you later on to enjoy that energy a little bit without suffering the consequences. Or this could mean when you celebrate the big milestones, you can, always give yourself a little bit here and there. But, a little bit is very different from that habit having a grasp on you. It's like, do the important thing, do the important milestones, celebrate the important milestones, and then you can always have like a little bit now and then if you want. Which reminds me, we do have a card here. Exactly, it's like, don't get too close. Otherwise, you can burn yourself. You see the Five of Swords? It can get the best of you. The moth here, this figure is dangling something towards the moth. And if the moth gets too close, it could burn itself, right? So the Five of Swords is fighting something. And so your future self is saying, move away from it, because it's something obviously that really draws you. It's something that you can't help but really be drawn to. And so you must kill the habit first before it makes you get too close to something. You see? Thus, burning you out. So don't get too close. Go cold turkey is what your future self is saying. Go cold turkey is the best way to heal. Stay disciplined in your big milestones. Like, it's kind of like the way you can speak to your mind, perhaps, is what your future self could be showing. Like, maybe you can tell your mind, give a little bit in milestones. Like, when I finish these 10 minutes, then I can have a break like that. When I finish the dishes, then I can scroll. When I move away a little bit, maybe I can call them and say happy birthday. Things like that. I don't know, of course, what the situation is exactly. Oh, and the sweets. Like saying disciplined with healthy food. Like maybe if I stay disciplined, maybe then I can have a little bit next month, or, depending on, of course, what your values are. but it's definitely something along these lines, that you're with the unicorn and the Knight of Wands. Go for it. You're in a very unique situation now. Like, your future self is coming to you at a time where you are so fortunate, and everything can give you an opportunity at a new life. And so your future self is really saying, please listen to me now. This is the time to go cold turkey. Don't burn yourself out like I have done in the future. You can change that now. Okay, well, that makes me want to look, actually, since this is so serious here, at the water and sheep. The water and sheep, number 20. See, perhaps we can find something I may not be seeing, but look, this section is about the mind, body, and spirit cards. Isn't that cool? Okay, so no, that's before that. My apologies. You're right before that. So what is this section then? It's intuition and inner knowing cards. Okay. But it's interesting that we did open it at this page, right? So anyways, it says water sheep, wait and listen. That's our card right there. So it says, this card highlights the qualities of yin water, the heavenly frequency, and yin earth, the element of the sheep. Yin water is gentle water, imaginative morning dew, and soft, dizzy rain. That's the yin water. Associated with wisdom, intuition, and deep knowledge, yin water leads us to mysterious and metaphysical aspects of life. Water is the element that represents communication, our thoughts, and intelligence. An imbalance of water can contribute to excessive worries, fears, and anxiety. This is, of course, the Chinese elements. Okay. The sheep is the sign that transitions us from the joys of summer to the quiet wonders of autumn. As an earth sign, the sheep helps us build a solid foundation so that we can harvest the seeds planted in spring. Kindness is key to your situation, for hidden inside the sheep is yin fire, associated with the heart. As one of the 10 highly spiritual pillars, the water sheep reminds us, and you've got a pillar here, by the way, reminds us to tune into the spirit within for guidance. With water over earth, you're currently experiencing a lack of clarity and feeling somehow out of your comfort zone. The universe is telling you to trust in your intuition and that it's better to wait until you have a better understanding of your situation before making a move. Seek wisdom by going deeper into the heart of the matter. Tune in to Mother Earth whenever you need grounding, and with yin practices such as qigong, meditation, and gentle yoga to help you return to your center. And you do have a lot of intuition cards here, and it's like your future self is saying, you know what's right. Your intuition is screaming, or I don't want to say screaming, it's like loud and clear when your emotions are pushing you towards something else. And this is kind of like differentiate between your emotions and what they're drawing you towards and your intuition. One at the moment is going in one direction and the other is in the opposite. And so there's no harmony. There's a lack of harmony here. A huge part of you knows there needs to be a renewal that you need to do, and it's there for a reason. Your intuition keeps getting stronger. It knows you should be doing something. But your emotions are, on the other hand, making it seems like it's hard. So take it easy on yourself, is what I'm noticing from the water sheep. You, of course, need to do what is necessary, but you want to take it easy on yourself. Yes, you want to go to cold turkey, but balance it out by giving yourself milestones and promises here and there, like, hey, with this milestone, as in 3 of Cups, this celebration, you can have a teeny bit of wit of that and this and that and so on. That is the best way to do it as your future self is guiding you. Encourage yourself, speak positively to yourself, say, hey, we can do it, high five, things like that. And make a strong intention of renewing your life, because now is a time where things can go right. I am seeing your future self saying, believe me, now is the time for that. Don't miss this opportunity. Okay, well, frankly, your message was very, very clear. It's loud and clear. Anything else that your future self wants to show you? Six of Swords. Make that transition now. Ace of Swords, new beginning. All right, okay. Action plan. Five of Wands. Two powers fighting each other. Strong power, your intuition, it knows where it needs to go, and the power of emotions trying to push you. One of them is going to win. Make sure that it's you. And you got the Seven of Wands. Exactly that. Make sure that is you. It's like two are fighting each other, but your intuition, your motivation is on a higher plateau. That's the Seven of Wands. You've got an advantage. You can overcome this. It's like that initial hit or push, and then things start working, and it goes from vigorous, like strong emotions at first, and then Six of Swords moves into calmer waters. Things start to calm down, and you're not fighting it as hard anymore. It starts becoming easy. Ace of Swords suggests that the best way to do it is to always have a plan. If you don't have a plan with the Ace of Swords here, then the other energy is going to win. Like, give yourself these little breathers. Always have a timeline, for example, like when can you have this breather? What can you do when you go cold turkey? What other things can you do instead? If you have a good plan, there is no way this other energy is going to win over you. And again, your future self is saying you're very lucky and in a very unique position right now. Make use of that. And this is what your future self wished it would have done right now as you're watching this reading. And my dear pile number one, this is exactly what I see as your future self's message about what they wished you would do now. I hope you've enjoyed your reading. If you have, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. And my dear pile number one, I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye! Pile number one, if you happen to still be here, there is a surprise message from your future self. To those who see this now, I felt inspired to do that. You will find it in the description box, the surprise message for pile number one. Check it out. I will do a mini reading. I felt, like I said, inspired that you're meant to know about a surprise. Hi, pile number two. Welcome to your reading. Today we're taking a look at a message from your future self about something that they wished you would do now. To do this reading, these are the cards that I'll be using. If you're interested in knowing the names of any of them, you'll find that I always list them down in the description box for you guys. But very quickly, let me introduce your pile to you. Your crystal is the beautiful green grass Jasper. And if you've picked your pile using your zodiac signs, then in that case, the signs for this pile are Aquarius, Capricorn, Pisces, and Leo. Oh, thanks. These are actually two. If these are not your signs, please don't worry about it. It's just another way for others to pick their piles as well. All right. So let's take a look at your oracle cards first to get a grasp of this message. and understanding. You've got the water ox with softness and gentleness. Okay. Right. You've got the fire horse, effortless vitality. There seems to be a dichotomy in the energy here. One is full of energy, power, it's effortless. And here it's soft and gentle. So I'll just keep them actually next to each other so that we can explore what your future self is trying to say and what it wished or you wished in your future you would do now. And why? Right? Softness, it's that dual nature. Perhaps have these two energies or something. You've got Vesta, and the key word here is devotion. Some of the keywords are sacred sexuality. Interesting, yeah, because when it comes to sexuality, for example, attractiveness or anything of that nature, you want both energies always, the masculine and the feminine. So sacred sexuality, fertility, kundalini energy, dedication, purity, self-discipline, focused passion. Focused passion could be don't rely too much on your creativity. You want to put in the effort. Or don't just rely on moving forward. You want to take your time to find your creativity. Whatever this dual nature is, I'm definitely noticing it. Focused passion, diligence, inner spark, and spiritual commitment. Okay? Very interesting message. I'm not really sure what it is yet, but I feel sophistication for sure. We'll find out. Painting the roses red. Covering up errors. Interesting. You know the part, in Alice in Wonderland, when they planted the wrong roses and they've planted it white and they've realized that the queen wanted it red. So to fix up their mistake, cover up their mistake, they started coloring it in red. We'll find. We're getting there. These are the pieces. Yeah. Tick tock, you're running out of time. That's why your future self wants you to do something now. It's like you're running out of time. I wish I can go back and do whatever this is now. Okay. Tick tock, move or something. Start to move. And don't cover up your mistakes. Do them in the right way. Let's see. Don't rush maybe. Maybe you're rushing and your future self is saying, don't rush. You're going to regret it. If I can go back, I would stop rushing myself because that leads to a lot of mistakes, or you want to cover up your mistakes. It's kind of like, do it right. Don't rush. Focus on doing it right. Don't focus on rushing. Okay, very interesting. Let's pull out. Why are we shuffling in this? Oh, because this way, right. Let's go again. This one was the other way around, like that. So let's shuffle your deck and ask, what is it that your future self wants to or wished you would do now? What is it that your future self wished you would do now? The Hanged Man. Pause a little bit. You're rushing with something. The strength, sometimes the strength is in moving with force. And at other times, the strength comes from the power of waiting, not acting out, how am I trying to express myself? The power of holding on, like not speaking right away, not rushing to do something, being rushed to like finish something up. Here, your future self, I don't know what you're doing, but it's like the message between you and you, so I don't need to interfere in. But it's kind of like slow down. The power is in the slowing down. It's not in the rushing. Queen of Cups, because that allows you to manage and regulate your emotions well, unlocking many things, unlocking your feminine energy, unlocking your stability and groundedness, your balance, unlocking your creativity, unlocking the flow of a certain energy that you need to do something that you're working on here or doing, trying to achieve. It will give way, do you see? It will give way to a form of power that you need. Perhaps you're so focused on your masculine energy, which is very important. Both energies are very important, each one in its own way and its own time. So perhaps you are so into your masculine energy, which is great. It definitely provides you with a lot of brilliant and amazing advantages. But you these days need to tune in to more your feminine energy. It's the energy of creation. It's the energy of sacred sexuality. It's the energy of Kundalini rising. It's the energy of intuition, creativity, all of that. So allow for this energy to give way to that energy. And that energy is so sacred, it needs you to be calm. Like, for example, in meditation. I'm not saying your future self is saying meditate all day. But when you slow down, not rush in whatever you're doing, the project that you're doing, maybe you're in your masculine energy because it needs to get finished. Your future self is saying, hold up, don't rush. You're going to make many mistakes. It's not going to present you the right way or present something the right way. So take your time. The power here is in taking your time. It rises the needed feminine energy for whatever it is that you're trying to achieve. You've got Temperance, you've got the Lover's card. Venus, love. It allows for that energy of love and passion and creativity to arise. It gives way for that energy to arise. We keep getting the same message here. You've got the Ace of Swords. It will give you the type of clarity you are looking for. What type of clarity are you seeking? Are you seeking for creative ideas? Are you seeking the creativity of saying the right things at the right time? Are you seeking for sharpness, being focused, clear, knowing what to do, having clarity in general? All of that, which you are seeking, comes from the pause, the strength of the pause, of the slowing down. The World card, and you've got the Justice in the World card. We'll find out what this is. You've got the Hermit with the figure of the World card. So this figure is supposed to be here. The figure of the World card is in the Hermit card. Things are mixed up. And you've got the Fool in the place of the Emperor. So many figures here have swapped places. It kind of feels like you've got the right thing, but without the right energy, it's not going to come together. So it could be like you're doing the right thing. You know that expression, it's not what you do, it's how you do it. It's kind of what I'm feeling your future self is saying. Are you working on a project? Are you trying to achieve a specific goal? It's saying you've got the right tools or the right ideas. but it's not done properly because things aren't in the right places. And so to have things in the right places, you need to slow down. That way you get the clarity of doing the right thing at the right time, doing the right actions at the right time, in the right place, the way you want to do it. Because it's like, for example, sometimes you want a specific type of energy, like the Emperor energy. Maybe you want a specific type of power, but you come across as a newbie. And while you're applying the right professional things, for example, it still looks like you're a newbie because things aren't in the right order. Sometimes you finish some things, but with the Hermit, nobody sees it. So while it's awesome that you finished it, it's not seen. Sometimes you're anticipating that this is the moment where things will come together, or that you get your justice back, or cause and effect, you get your response back or your payback, but then it ends and you don't get it. I'm seeing like a lot of mix up here. It's probably like frustrating you, probably even making you feel angry. And your future self is saying that they've learned a certain awareness, a certain experience, an understanding, that your future self is saying, I used to be untrained in the past. I used to be I didn't know better in the past. The past is you listening to this reading now. So your future self is saying, I didn't know better. And I used to cover up my mistakes because I was rushing most of the time. If I could go back, I would realize my strong points, my strengths, and I would realize where I need to work on. And where your future self feels they need to work on, is in the feminine energy. And they are saying that I've learned that if you're not in your power of holding on, being calm and emotionally balanced, things will get mixed up. You will have, just like that, you will have the right thing, but the wrong thing in the wrong place will come out. So it's not about how much you know or how much you can do, it's the quality in which things come out. And to do this quality and save you years of trying to figure out why things are messed up and not done right, it's as simple as staying in your power of the pause. The slower you go, the more proper things happen. Even the clarity that you get is sharp. And you will overall realize that it was far smarter to be slower than it was to rush and go back and fix, and it turns into some mess at the end of the day. So there's something about your future self saying, please don't rush. Are you trying to do an important project now? Are you like working on some project that is so important to you now? Or do you have a goal that's so important to you and you need that feminine energy? And it's counterproductive to go quickly. Although it looks right, it feels right to just move into it, it's really through the power of gentleness and calmness that the most powerful things will come out. Remember, the yin needs the yang and the yang needs the yin. So that gentleness needs strength of the masculine energy for that feminine energy to appear. And that masculine energy needs that gentleness of the feminine energy for the masculine energy to appear. You see, you need both, and both must work together. Speaking of which, I think things will become even clearer in case I'm not seeing it as well. If we read specifically where your future self wants to focus, because that energy seems to be strong there with you anyway. Let's check out the water ox. That's number 50. And I'm sure we'll get more experience with regards to what your future self found out and what it wants you to apply. Water ox. Softness and gentleness. The water ox pillar with yin water over the ox's yin earth emphasizes softness, stillness, exactly. Softness, stillness, and gentleness over rigidity, noise, and force. Force, the force we see here. Yin water values wisdom, moderation, and humility, and shies away from excess. The ox knows that real power is neither aggressive nor forceful. There we are talking about real power, which we see here. So, the ox knows that real power is neither aggressive nor forceful. With hidden yin water and yin metal supporting yin water in the heavenly frequency, the ox's gentle and easygoing appearance often conceals her insightful and discerning mind. So it looks like things are easy, although you're really doing the hard work. So actually, that's what professionals look like. They look, speaking of professionals, this is what I was reminded of. That's why I'm talking about it. They make everything look easy through their calm demeanor, when really there's a lot of work put into things. But that is the professional vibe, right? So this card serves as a message that you are more powerful than you think. That's cool. You may have felt underestimated by others and even by yourself for so long that you've forgotten the strongest force that lies within you, the divine feminine within. Yeah, don't forget about the divine feminine within you. Perhaps you've leaned in too much into the masculine. The yin is a force so subtle, it takes wisdom and intuition to recognize and appreciate it, and even more enlightenment and inner knowing to consciously unearth and unleash it. Get in touch with the yin by starting from within. So don't focus on the outside and what mistakes you've done. Stay focused on that flowing energy within to have a feel of that energy. So it takes wisdom and intuition to recognize and appreciate it, and even more enlightenment and inner knowing to consciously unearth and unleash it. Get in touch with the yin by starting from within, using mindfulness practices to empower the inner self, and working your way out into your external environment with feng shui to bring peace and harmony to your living and working spaces. So start inwards and then outwards. A simple way to introduce and work with the mysterious feminine is to incorporate the 5 yin elements into your daily life. Fresh flowers for yin wood, a splash of solid red accent, or candles for yin fire, earthy colors, crystals, rocks, or pottery for the yin earth, crisp white, gold jewelry and metal decorations for yin metal, and shades of blues, black, or soft wavy patterns for yin water. Engage the senses with the elements. Yin energy is about feeling that energy. Do what is needed for you to get more in touch of that feminine energy. Engage the senses with the elements. Strive for a balance instead of having an excess of certain elements and a lack of the rest, which is exactly what your future self is trying to show us in your reading. So lean into your feminine energy through activities and things, and perhaps maybe even exactly as the guidebook has suggested, things that help you lean into more specifically for you into the feminine energies. What things do you do that generally help you into that energy? Is it music? Is it beauty? Is it how you dress? Is it preparing a meal? Slowing down will give you access to that energy, and then you can use it for whatever it is that you need to use it here for. But most importantly, really slowing down is exactly what your future self is pinpointing or showing us as the strongest energy that can help you get into that feminine energy. All right, let's continue your message. You've got the Queen of Wands. Oh, sorry. There we go. You've got the Queen of Wands. The Chariot. The Queen of Creativity. The Queen that's glowing is the Queen of Wands. And notice, she is sitting in place of the Queen of Cups. So it definitely talks about how having balanced emotions will help you unleash your creativity that you are looking for. All right, the Chariot. Oh, look at that, the strength. You've got something that's got a huge grasp on you. Oh, the Lion, perhaps the masculine energy. While it's awesome, it has such a strong grasp, causing a great imbalance on the other side. Which is great. Having strong masculine energy is great, but one doesn't go without the other. You know, this reminds me of the song Love and Marriage. They go together like a horse and carriage. You can't have one without the other. That's exactly. You can't have one without the other. You've got the Seven of Wands. Let's pull one more card. The Ace of Cups. Something needs to heal. Your future self is showing you that this is an energy that you want to heal. It's challenging you. It has a strong grasp on you. And at some times, it is your greatest assets. But at other times, with that type of grasp, it's really making many things stand in your way with the Seven of Wands that you wish would work out for you. And that's what happens with imbalance. And so your future self is saying, feed both. Don't choose one over the other. Look at that, the yin and the yang, the yin and the yang. You gotta have both. You gotta feed both for things to move effortlessly, swiftly, in the direction that you want and in the way that you want. So there needs to be healing here. And see, that's the background of the Seven of Pentacles, which means it's a challenge that you can heal slowly but surely. Seven of Pentacles. By time, it's going to heal. Don't ignore it. Don't follow it by rushing. Take your time to take that grasp out of that strong masculine energy to lean into also your feminine energy. Like I said, this is a challenge that you can overcome by time. The more you focus on taking that leg out, so to speak, that taking yourself out of its grasp, the more you will find that you're gaining stronger energy, the more you will heal. Which means that don't give up from the beginning. Like, don't try once, twice, 3 times, and you experience things like discomfort, like wanting to rush again, getting ideas, I just want to get over this and finish this, or whatever this is talking about. because you were greatly regretted. This is why your future self is here in today's reading, saying what they wished they would do now, where you are when you are listening to this reading. And so resist the temptation to rush. Seven of Pentacles is a card of patience as well. So be patient. By time, one stick will fall after the other. One challenge will fall after the other. And you will build that strength on the other side, creating the very balance that you are looking for. Because this will make you glow with the Queen of Wands. It will make you, if this is like your project, then the Queen of Wands, it will market what you're working on. If this is your book, it will market your book when it's done in the right way. If it's not your work or your project or a creative pursuit, then this is talking about you. You will glow. Then you as a person, you will glow. You will be able to do things in the right way because you already have the important tools. It's how you apply it. That is what's important at the moment. And if you shall slow down, you will be mesmerized by the power that the feminine energy gives you. It's something that you can't measure. It's something that you feel. It's something that you experience and others experience. You can't pinpoint it. And so you will find that you will get into this magical flow, as the yin energy is a magical flow. It's something that you feel with the lovers here, but one that directly affects clarity, being balanced when you need to, shining unapologetically, because that's the World card in the Hermit. The candles are off. It's like you shine unapologetically. There's something about that here. And you get to show your power without appearing as quote unquote a fool or maybe naive or whatever, or a newbie, whatever this means here. That your future self is trying to show you. You will really be poised, presenting the right energy in the right way. Maybe this is like trying too hard, for example. So yeah, basically the healing comes from being patient in the initially uncomfortable position of waiting while you feel like you want to rush. The healing will come in the patience. It's uncomfortable because that's the Hanged Man, but you get the hang out of it. If you are patient enough, continue to strive towards that energy. And soon you will be in your energy of creation, feminine energy. Things will naturally start getting into the right rhythm. Things will naturally start to be right, done right. You don't have to fix or cover up errors. You will find that creative energy, that flow, allows you to do things right. Maybe even consistently from the first time. I hope you're seeing your cards. There. Yeah, consistently from the very first time. And my dear pile number 2, that is exactly what I see in your reading as your exact message that your future self wanted to let you know about when it comes to what they wish you would do now. Know now and do now. And my dear pile number 2, I truly hope you've enjoyed your reading. If you have, all the best of luck, by the way, on the project that you're working on here. Whatever you're trying to achieve, you're gonna make it. Follow the expertise of you, because who knows better about you than you. And this was your reading. Truly hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. And I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye! Hey pile number 3, welcome to your reading. Today we're taking a look at an interesting message from your future self about something that they wished you would do right now. To do this reading, these are the decks that I'll be using. If you're interested in knowing the names of any of them, you'll find that I always list them down in the description box for you guys. All right, so very quickly before we begin, let me introduce your pile to you. Your crystal is the beautiful Lapis Lazuli, and if you've picked your pile using your signs, then in that case the signs for this pile are Libra, Gemini, Scorpio, and Aries. Welcome to your reading. If these are not your signs, please don't worry about it. It's just another way for others to pick their piles as well. All right, so let's make space and take a look at the energies of your oracle cards first. So you've got the sign Taurus, which kind of reminds me of stability. I could be wrong, but let's see. The connoisseur, and you've got the keywords comfort, luxury, reliable, stubborn, possessive, hard work, life's pleasures, serenity, productive, determination, stability, and ruler of the second house. The connoisseur. Well, let's see the rest first. I'll take this one. Co-create. Firebird, seek and you shall find. Very interesting. I think your future self is kind of like asking you to create something, to do something that you're very knowledgeable about. It looks like that's very clear. It's like, come on, do it already. Here you've got do not drink poison. It's an Alice deck, Alice in Wonderland. And it says do not do things you know are bad for you. Oh, I'm glad we waited. Well, let's wait and see. So is this like 2 messages in one, or is this the same message? I think we're seeing possessive, stubborn. Let's see. Right. Maybe this is saying you know what's right, perhaps. All right. Anyways, we'll wait and see. So you've got the 4 of Pentacles, almost like take care of yourself. Then what's the co-create? Let's see. You've got the 4, another 4, the 4 of Cups. You seem like something is tiring you because this person is intoxicated and it says do not drink poison. So perhaps you could be consuming something that you know is not good for you or healthy for you. It doesn't have to be like something you drink or eat. It could even be like a behavior maybe that you know is just not good for you. You've got the 7 of Swords. Here we can see some mermen naively picking up swords. They are marveling it, but they don't know that it could hurt them later if they're not careful in handling it, right? So there's something about there's a new experience to you. You're about to indulge or enjoy a new experience, maybe something starting in your life. Your future self is saying, please handle it with care. Your future self is telling you, this is not about you not indulging in the luxury of it or the enjoyment of it, because Taurus tends to love to pamper themselves and enjoy their lives. It's a matter of working with this raw fire energy. You deserve to enjoy it with the Firebird, seek and you shall find, but at the same time, don't overindulge in it, because this is tricky energy. If you do it with balance, you can get the best out of it, but if you indulge too much, then it can and it will hurt you later. So what your future self wished you would do now, if it was back in your place, if they were back in your place, is that they would enjoy but not hurt themselves.
because this seems to be a tricky energy with the Seven of Swords. If you do too much of it, you will get hurt. And so it says, do not drink poison. You don't need to drink poison to find out that it's actually harmful, right? Do not do things you know are bad for you. So in moderation, perhaps, or like avoid the part of it that you absolutely know is not good for you. Because it's tricky. It's like you can fall into this trap anytime because of the overwhelm of emotions or the engagement of the senses, because it feels so good in the moment. It is very easy to slide and hurt yourself. You've got the Magician, the Page of Cups. You're very new to this experience and it really feels good. We keep seeing new to the experience, a bit of naivety because of how new it is. Don't regret it later. You've got see, it's like your future self here is coming from the future telling you we can remedy this now. We can avoid all of this now. All right, it's bringing you the cure, showing you how you can handle that energy. It's like indulge, enjoy it, but be reserved with the Four of Pentacles in how much you enjoy it or how you do it. You've got the Two of Wands. Yeah, something is ready to, that's raw energy of the Wands. Something can and will, if you're not careful, explode. Two of Wands. And you've got the Nine of Cups. Wow. So for this pile, it seems like you're very lucky that something wonderful has happened in your life. Nine of Cups shows that it's something you've wished for previously. And I get it now. I get it looking at these cards. When you've envisioned something for so long and it finally happens, how can you not help but feel the magic and enjoy it? Absolutely understandable. Perhaps this is why it's a very important message from your future self. And it's talking about how when you seek it in the right way, you will find the type of pleasure in its entirety, let's say, that you want to experience. But maybe doing it all now or doing it without lack of balance, because you've got 4/4, that's like be stable. Being stable first is very important. And co-create here, with the connoisseur, I kind of feel an idea that you already know the good part about it, with life's pleasure, and with possessive, let's say the harmful part about it and how it can take control over you. So work with that energy in that way. Enjoy, but don't, especially maybe enjoy it in the right time. You've got to work on something with co-create before you're able to enjoy it, which makes me want to look so that I can deliver your message properly in case I'm not seeing something about your situation. Let's read the Firebird very quickly, like a paragraph, to get an idea in case I'm missing something. Seek and you shall find. Perhaps you get a good understanding of the full advice. So it says, this card is a sign that the divine and your spiritual team have your back. The Firebird is the only pillar that contains the frequency of divine support and is also one of the 10 spiritual pillars. Wow. Ask your guides for help and you shall find it. Help can come from close friends and family, complete strangers, or the divine through serendipity and synchronicity. Like a gentle flickering flame, yin flame associated with the heart and the emotion joy, brings light into darkness. Just as we need only one candle to light up others, we need only one spark of joy to melt the heart and stoke the fires within. The bird is a yin metal sign associated with planet Venus, the goddess of love and beauty, the height of autumn, and all that glitters. As a peach blossom star, the bird brings romantic and social opportunities. Those with a bird in their natal chart usually have an appreciation for luxury. Oh yeah, that's Taurus there. And the finer things in life. So that's what I feel for this pile. Like you've had a wish fulfillment starting to happen, like maybe love. You've had some form of luxury starting to happen in your life. And perhaps it's very tempting and not that easy not to be pulled into it completely. Yin fire in the heavenly frequency emphasizes living from the heart. What the heart needs is simple moments of joy, but our desires often complicate our life. So there's a difference between what the heart needs and our desires. Open your heart to new opportunities. Explore your passions. Do what you love. Treat yourself with love and be your own best version so that you can't help but love that version of you. So interesting. The whole message is full of jewels, but I'm also picking up the idea of like enjoy matters of the heart, enjoy it, but don't let your desires, the need, get the best of you. Be the master, the creator of your own destiny, and don't let this experience create things from you. You know, with energy, it's either you let it control you, or you exude your own energy and you transform things in the way that you want. So that's why you have co-create. It's like, don't be idle and let energy flow and take you with it. You know how they say when you don't have a plan, you become part of somebody else's plan or part of the energy flowing anyways. And so co-create with that energy and also have your own take and say in how you want it to flow, so to speak. You have a say in this. You can co-create with this. This is not happening to you. You can make it happen for you by making the right choices now. All right, let's get more information on that, because this is something that your future self wished they would do now. So now that we understand the idea, what exactly are you guided to do? Like more detail, more steps. What exactly are you guided to do? So, whoa, you've got the Sun card. And we can place it like that. The Three of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles. The Four of Wands. With the Four of Wands, 11, something has started for you on 11, like the portal, right? Some huge blessing has begun. You just want to be careful for it not to affect you in a way that you don't like later on. You've got the Two of Swords, exactly. You have a hand in co-creating and warding off the energy that you don't want with the two through balance. You've got the Queen of Swords. Right, let's now explore your energy. Positivity has entered into your life and you're really feeling the good vibes. You're feeling the beauty of what the universe can and is offering. You're also very well enlightened with the consequences. Like you here, this pile knows what your future self is talking about, knows about how great this blessing is, and also knows about how dangerous it can get. So I feel like your future self is saying, keep saying, the connoisseur, you know, you're very well enlightened and you know how it can go wrong, and you know what I'm talking about. So this is from you to you. And it's funny, we got the same message. Three of Pentacles is working together. That's co-create. Mind-blowing. So it is saying, your future self keeps repeating, work with that energy. Work it, co-create with it. See, with the magician, you have a hand in shaping it in the way that you like. So use that energy, this raw energy, to your favor. By, with the Knight of Pentacles, specifically listing down what you know you need to do, like empty your head, put it in a list, make a plan. And with the Knight of Pentacles and the Queen of Swords, be disciplined and consistent with the very ideas you know you should do, and stay consistent with it. Because in that way, you can ward off and block the unfavorable energies that could happen in the future, while at the same time enjoying the portal that has just opened for you, and that huge blessing, that huge leveling up that is happening in your life, and allowing it to take the form that you wish. If you can read intuitively that it's saying this is poison, or by experience you know that this is dangerous, it most probably is. Don't go through the experience just to be sure. And take the right actions, since you know that's a dangerous thing. Take the right actions now. Very interesting, my dear pile number 3. I wish you the best of luck with this opening of portal. I know how it's like to want to indulge into a new experience. Maybe this is love. This is like love or something luxurious that happened in your life. Yeah, because both energies are in Taurus, the Venus energy and the luxury as well. So these are the two potent energies that I'm seeing here. Maybe you have both in your life, and you got to be careful with both. So yeah, make sure it's not easy to be consistent when you're so full of emotional fulfillment and marveling in a new experience. But this is exactly when you need to apply that. And nobody knows you better than your own self, coming to tell you, yes, we should have done better. And remember, this is not about not enjoying it. This is enjoying it in the right way. All right, so that's clear. I want to take this opportunity to ask your future self, now that it knows what it knows about the future, if you do take this advice, what can you expect? What sort of blessings, or what can you expect to happen in your life, for you to see in your life? I think that's a great way for you to be able to envision this co-creation. Knowing what your future self knows now, then in the future. Now in their future. So, Knight of Cups. The Three of Wands. Navigation, right? You've got, the Tower card. That's awesome. I'll tell you why. You've got the King of Wands. And you've got the Three of Swords. So it's very clear. This is definitely talking about how if you start co-creating, knowing what your future knows in the future, that you absolutely have the capability of navigating and moving in the direction towards the things that you are envisioning now that this opportunity has opened its doors to you, now that this wonderful thing has come or is coming in your life, like at the door, or has already started. You can make what you're envisioning happen, because it's not going to fully manifest in exactly the way you're envisioning if you don't navigate it. Knight of Cups shows me that you have intimate dreams. You want to experience specific things that are dear and important to you. Why miss out on them? And so your future self is saying, you won't believe just how much you can have of what you want now that this has started. So make sure it goes in the direction that you're envisioning. Another great advantage that you will thank yourself for in the future, that's why your future self is back here, is that by doing that, you will have the power to bring down the things that you currently don't like in your life. Like maybe there are things that have been the same for a very long time. In fact, you got used to it. It's like foundational in your life now. You can bring down things that you got used to knowing that they just are the way that they are. No, they don't have to be that way. You will be surprised to see that as you navigate your own life, that you will one day soon have the power to bring down the things that you don't like, that you don't want in this way. What type of freedom is that? And you will also have the power to, how can I say this? To push away or end things that are hurting you, no matter how large or humongous they are. And that's why you have the King of Wands in the middle. The foundational things, you'll be able to break it down easily. The things that used to hurt you and scare you and have this huge power over you. And again, you had no way but to endure this pain. You felt helpless, it seems. You felt helpless over these things. You're not going to feel helpless now. You're no longer helpless. You can move past the things that hurt you, not allow them to hurt you, not feel helpless any longer. And you will be able to bring down the things, even if they've been there for many, many years. You can bring it down because you will have the power to do so or say so. And that's big energy right there. I understand why your future self is so passionate about this. Why let a moment of great indulgence take away your ability to do that in the future? It's like selling your future for a moment of indulgence, for a moment of experiencing your great desires. It's not that you can't experience your desires, it's just that it's gonna take time until you can fully experience it in the way that you want, because taking it right away is poisonous. Taking it later, you've got the shield to protect you from its poisonous element. So it's not about enjoying it, it's just about enjoying it at the right time. And of course in the right way. And so if we read the cards here, basically your future self is saying, chill, enjoy it, enjoy this abundance, but easy does it. Even the little bit, although you're like so tempted to enjoy all of it, even the little bit of it will feel like the positive rays of your life. Sometimes a little bit of an energy allows you to enjoy its potency rather than its quantity. So enjoy that level and that potency for now. And the best part about it is that by enjoying the potency, it allows you to overcome a weakness that you have. Overcoming this weakness, I'm guessing, is what will give you the strength to overcome huge things later on. So don't fully give in and immerse in your desires, because it looks like there's a shadow here that needs to be healed. And the potency of light is an opportunity for you to heal that huge need. Because as we read, there's a difference between the vibration of loving something, and wanting something, which can keep us attached and held hostage of that energy. And so this little energy coming in, or as you're guided to indulge it a little bit, is an opportunity for you to nip it in the bud right now. That's the frame in which you can heal this desire. And the universe is opening up this opportunity for you to heal that desire, as your future self has understood. And so now if you work with that energy, it's like that balance that you need. You have a little bit of it, which is what you want to get access to it, to activate this desire, but you also have the power to organize yourself. And these two energies working together, having a little bit of it, but working to heal it, is the perfect opportunity, working with these two to navigate it and move in the direction that you want without your desires being your weakest point. and becoming the strong person, that the potential that you can be, to now fully enjoy this energy 100% without being affected by it, because it's coming from a place of power and not from a place of need. And with that newfound power, you can now obliterate the very energies that used to stand in your way and hurt you. You've got the power to do this now through your self-discipline. It starts off by listing what needs to get done and following it through consistently. It doesn't have to be like a huge thing to do every day. The Knight of Pentacles is about being consistent. A little thing done consistently is enough to obliterate this energy. Finally, seek and you shall find shows you that you have the capability. Like, that's one of the strongest messages that your future self wanted to say from the very beginning. Know that you have the capability with this blessing in your life to literally achieve all of your dreams in the way that you love. So don't miss out on that opportunity. You can do it now. Finally, just 3 quick cards. I want to ask, what happened to your future self? Like, what happened when they indulged? Just 3 cards to see the alternate path. What happened to your future self as they indulged? Since it's a new energy. Page of Pentacles. World card. And the 6 of Pentacles. Okay. Well, it's very direct. They took it all in with the Page of Pentacles. They've enjoyed all of it in the moment, almost like taking all of the energy, not allowing it to grow. And so the World card, it ended very quickly. It ended before it had the time to grow. And you know, the interesting thing about the 6 of Pentacles, it is a card of both giving and taking, needing, like taking from someone who has. So it's almost like your future self is saying, one moment we were abundant, and another moment we went back to needing this energy. And so, yeah, I feel like with the bubbles and speaking something, I feel like your future self is now wishing they can reverse time and go back to that moment and let you know, enjoy it, but don't overindulge. That's exactly what I see, my dear pile number 3. Your message was so clear. I wish you the best of luck with this beautiful energy. Handle it with care is really the message. This was your reading. I truly hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. And my dear pile number 3, I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye! Surprise! If you found yourself to be here for one reason or the other, this is an extra surprise message from your future self that obviously you're meant to know about. And I'm just going to pull out 2 cards from each of these tarot decks to understand what the surprise is. It's something that I felt called to do today. Also, why don't we create an emoji just for today, like the sun emoji, if you've reached this part of your reading. We don't want like to influence anyone to watch it unless they're meant to. So yeah, just leave the sun card and we will all in this pile know that you were led to this part of the reading. All right, so let's get straight into it. I'll just pull out the last 2 cards. This one as well as that one. All right, let's check out what you have. Starting with the obvious ones first. So you've got the 4 of Swords, in the background of the 4 of Wands. And you've got the 6 of Swords in the background of the 6 of Wands. Really, really nice. This kind of says, hold up. There is a strong move happening in your life. Because 4 of Swords is rest. 4 of Wands is a level up. 6 of Swords is like moving to calmer waters, slowly moving to calmer waters. Six of Wands, that's the background, is a card of victory and success. So this is like saying, hold up. There is a huge move and a level up towards success happening right now for you. So you've got, the Page of Cups. You've got the Page of Wands. Guys, this is so much excitement, a new page of so much excitement and falling in love with your new world. You have no idea how you're going to start loving your world now in this, and it's happening right now as we're speaking. Your future self is showing. Your future self is also telling you, be careful not to overly fall in love with your new world, because that's Narcissus, by the way, in the Page of Cups, who admired his own reflection until to the point of death. So this is saying, be careful. This is going to feel so, this energy is going to feel so potent. You're going to love it. It's so exciting. It's very easy for you to overly fall in love with it. So almost like take it easy, love it, but take it easy. You've got, unbelievable, the Queen of Wands. Talk about excitement, feeling the energy of manifestation and passion. It's to the roof here. And you've got the Six of Pentacles. Now, two specific energies are happening up next in your life, like two potent energies. The energy of you receiving generously, and the energy of a huge glow up in who you are as a person. These are two things almost like marrying each other. That's why I've got Narcissus here, by the way. It's like you're gonna enjoy the overindulgence with the Page of Wands. You see how they're overindulging in the wealth and the money and the abundance coming in. So this was actually literal. I thought it was like you're gonna fall in love with your life, which is true, but also there's a huge glow up to the point where you're gonna fall in love with yourself or with how you look. So that is definitely happening. You know, it's valid. Fall in love with yourself. Nothing wrong with self-love. It's the overindulgence that could be, in both cases, the issue. And finally, you've got here the Fool card 2.0. It's an extra card in this deck. And you've got the Ace of Wands. So it's your future self is saying, this is like the universe throwing at you a wand, a magical wand, giving you a new opportunity at life. Like it's almost like you were lucky to have a new chance at living your life completely. And you can clearly see that your future self is saying you're about to jump into it. You're about to begin it right now as you're listening to this reading. And so take a grasp of your own world, enjoy it, make the best out of it, and make it work for you. This energy will stay loyal to you so long as you're listening with the ears here. You're listening, and with the smelling, you're using your senses, listening to your guidance or listening to what could be wrong, what could go wrong, sniffing things properly, as in using your senses very well to investigate things well. This way you have a good grasp of your life. Remember, the Ace of Wands is raw energy. You can shape it in the way that you want, but if you're not careful, it can hurt, of course. That's very interesting. This part showed up in pile number 3. I would say if you're drawn to pile number 3, I highly recommend it. It could be your pile 2. I'm also noticing something interesting here that your future self wants to let you know about the surprise. With this exciting energy, this energy of excitement, you will constantly feel the urge to just jump into it. But notice here, there's the 4 of Swords and there's the 6 of Swords. Easy does it. Take it slow. Your future self is saying, there is the strong energy with the Ace of Wands is very enticing. It will instantly make you feel you will love it so much that you will just jump into it, and maybe it could cause drowning, so to speak. So your future self is saying, although it's very enticing to just jump at it, which is what I initially thought, yes, you are going to jump into it, of course, but your future self is saying, take it from me, the beginning of this, in the beginning, these are the first two cards, in the beginning of this, you want to take it easy and take it slow, because that way you will avoid the drowning part. It's almost like opening up your birthday present before your birthday. It has the best meaning when you open it on your birthday. And that's why this is the energy akin to you receiving your birthday gift before your birthday, but it's best to open it, of course, on your birthday. And so this is your discipline to take it easy and take it slow, and to open this gift at the right time. In this way, you can have the best glow up and the best all the generosity that is meant to appear in your hands, meant to come to your hands in the right amount, nothing less. If you take it easy in the beginning, in your future, if you take it easy, you will have the best glow up, and you will have the most coming in that you can enjoy in your life. Finally, know that you are on the precipice of this great, exciting new chapter of your life. And notice that the Fool card here doesn't have the 0, it has the infinity, almost making me feel like when you get the Joker card, when you're playing cards, it's that lucky card. Once you get it, woohoo! You get to use it in anything that you want. So it's almost like life has just thrown you the winning card, and you are guided to use it in the best way for you. And you've got that card. Don't just throw it in the first round. Hold on to it, and then bring it out when it's best to win the game. And so use this energy very carefully, because if you do, the amount of things that you can manifest in your life is absolutely endless. And yeah, my dear soul family, that was your surprise message from your future self. If you found yourself here, this message is meant to be heard by you from your future self. I wish you the best of luck on this awesome new beginning here, this winning card at life that you just got. Use it well and use it at the right time. It will give you more than you can ever imagine. And my dear soul family, that was your reading, sending you so much love. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please do subscribe. It does make a difference. Thank you so much, and I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye!